Hello everyone, I'm Duncan and this is Momo.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to new episode. I just wanna say this. Like, uh, we will talk about this in next episode a little bit more. But I want you guys for next episode to go back and reread prologue because kinda in prologue, lot of what's happening in this and next episode will be hinted at prologue. And when we first started reading prologue, you could probably understand nothing. But now rereading prologue, I think you will see hints that Erickson sprinkled in prologue.
Yeah, foreshadowing was really strong. Uh,
Yeah,
it might be even better to read prologue after you finish the book. I mean,
yeah. I also wanted to ask you, man. I mean, Malazan is all about convergence. Like every book have convergence. Maybe some even two. But I don't ever remember Malazan book that have like this epic of convergence. Like these, I don't know how to say, these characters that are coming. I don't think there was ever level of this book so far.
yeah, I think epic is the perfect word to describe this one because it's not like mass of armies or something, but it's like epic characters.
Yes, individuals like you have Anomander, Hood, you have Karsa, Traveler, you have Krupp is there, Iskaral is there, Hounds are there. That also means that Shadow Throne and Cotillion are somewhere around. You have High Alchemist Baruch, Vorkan.
Envy,
You have Spite, Envy. Well, Kalor is coming.
Spinok,
Who else? What?
Spinok.
Yeah. I mean, there was never like this many epic characters. I think book number 3 has something close to it. But they have huge armies. There is Anomander, but I don't think there are as many like epic characters here.
Yeah, without spoiling the last episode, also the impact of the event itself is greater than, for
Oh
example,
yeah.
yeah. But
You know what? Oh, I just thought about this. You know what impact of this book remind me of? Wheel of Time cleansing of Sidon.
yeah,
Like it's that important of event.
yeah, it was. But this book is very weird in a way that it shifted to a continent, and Erickson had to write this book in part because of that big ending. Because he kind of shifted from the war, from the main war, to this book, and obviously there's importance to that.
Yeah.
But these 3 chapters were also so sad. So many, epic characters dying in this book in general, but it just continues in the last half. We had Murillo die, but now Bainisk, I hope that I'm pronouncing that correctly, which is, kinda. You don't wanna see a character like that dies, man. When he's on the brink to see freedom for the first time in his life.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was harsh, but it didn't. I mean, it's impossible for it to resonate with me as, for example, Murillo's death, somebody who we know from book what one.
Yeah,
I mean, it's impossible, but still, it was kinda, in Erickson's style, unfair.
yeah. I mean, I don't wanna blame Erickson for it because he's writing fairly realistic, story.
I'm not blaming Erickson. I just, it's his style.
But what I wanted to say is, particularly in that scene, in the end, Harlow, he 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 sort of recognized that the Bainis didn't need truth in that moment, and
Yeah,
he just kind of he feeds his dream, but like I'm gonna be party pooper here. I'm sorry, but like, do you find that realistic that such a young child would be so wise in that moment?
I think yes.
Okay, then I am party pooper.
I mean, you don't need some extreme wisdom, man. And Harlow is not like he's not like 6 years old or something like that.
I mean, he's fairly young.
Yeah, I'm not actually sure how old he is. I would say 10, 11 maybe.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, age is
But
murky.
yeah, if you are like 8, 9, 10, 11, I think you are.
Do you remember yourself when you were, for example, let's say 10?
Yeah, man, I was idiot, but I think I think I had presence of mind to understand what I'm supposed to do in situation like this, man. I think that.
I think I would be so terrified of the situation itself that I would be like, oh my god, I need to run. I need to run.
Fuck you, leave. I'm gonna leave you. Go.
Yeah.
Man, and also there was another like sentence that really like hit me, and that is when I don't even know who said it, but it was about Harlow. That up until in like recent past, he was a boy who nobody loved.
Yeah.
And now, like there are so many people who died from him, and there are so many people who are working to get him back. It's incredible.
Yeah. I mean, it's such a great character in this book. It's
Yeah.
but like I wanna shift to something else. So I was hinting that I kind of, it's not disliked, but it was weird character to me, Nimander. So maybe this is the time where I wanna speak a little bit about him and why I could never see myself to be like Nimander. And so one of the reasons, like he is portrayed here that he is the leader, but he is a reluctant type of a leader. So to me, that's sort of like, I don't know, like, is it too harsh to say that that is like romanticized version of a leader? Or do you think that's a realistic way to look at the leadership? Like, try to
Depends.
think in your own experience as a human. Do you think that that is the right approach to becoming a leader? Or is it realistic?
I think reluctant leaders are the best kind of leaders, honestly. Somebody who doesn't want to lead, but he has to because he have qualities of leader and everybody is like looking up to him. I think those are the best kinds of leader, but they are extremely rare.
So I don't think, like I feel they are not only that they are rare, but I feel that's like it maybe doesn't even exist. Because this is just my experience, and I'm not some super old dude, but I went through some stuff. The leader, you become leader by like being ambitious and taking it. Like nobody is gonna, you are not gonna be granted leadership by being, or maybe that's because I had shitty experience in life,
Maybe,
honestly.
like I understand what you are saying. If you wanna be a leader, you fucking grab it by the neck,
Yeah.
and yeah, but
Do you know why?
I,
Because there's other
I
dude that wants it and he's gonna get it. Or woman or whoever, it doesn't matter.
yes, but that is the difference. For example, between Clip and Nimander. Clip is that guy. He grab leadership, but he is not a good leader.
Yeah, but
Nimander, on the other hand, is a good leader, but he kinda don't want it.
yeah, but like I don't feel that's like I don't think Clip is good leader as well. I don't think, like I don't like the notion of leadership. That's the first thing. Like I don't
Yeah,
like that word, but unfortunately a lot of people are going for it and being
not that a
ambitious.
lot of people are going for it. You need to understand, like in general, this will sound harsh, but generally, people are sheep.
Yeah.
in general, I know that this sound may be cruel or harsh for me to say, but people want to follow. I know this sounds funny, but true leadership, I think is not easy. That's the problem. I mean, like if you ask 90% of people, do you want to be a leader? They will say to you, yeah. But if they are in that position, being leader is hard. You have more responsibility than everybody else. You are making hard, tough decisions that nobody else have to make, and you have to live with those decisions. And being leader is very, very hard. It's much easier to be a follower. And that's why even in our world, like leaders, successful leaders, they are rich, and we are not, basically.
Yeah, but I wanna live in a world where you don't need leader, you don't need to follow, or you are denied following in some way.
Yes, and I also want to say that I feel that, like, uh, Nimander is very similar to Anomander. Not only because he's his son, but I think Anomander is like same type of personality as Nimander. Only difference is that Anomander is, I think, much more powerful than Nimander, and much more older,
But
obviously.
honestly, just tell me this. Were you annoyed? Because in this book, we are following Nimander and that company for a long time. A lot of chapters, a lot of paper space was dedicated to Nimander. And I believe that 90% of his parts were him thinking about some stuff and not doing it.
Ben, you and everybody who watch this remember me bitching and moaning about Nimander. But I will tell you, man, my opinion kinda changed. I still think that there are a lot of boring parts, but I, especially at the end, started appreciating him more than I used to.
Like, to me, it's not about boring. It's more about, like, it's going on my nerves that he's thinking. I feel that he's thinking about thinking. Like, he's just overthinking everything. It's like, dude, just go for it. Like, be more like Kalur. Do you think Kalur is like second guessing? Should I do this? Should I? No.
Oh, but Kalor is piece of shit. He doesn't give a fuck about anybody but himself.
Yes, he's opposite spectrum. But
Yeah.
if I had to choose like, some mindset between those two, they are opposites, obviously. They are stark opposites. I would rather be like Kalor than be like you. Like, how can you live with yourself thinking?
I would rather choose Kalor too, because I think it's easier for yourself.
Of course. I mean, I don't want to think about every single, like, piece of decision or...
Yeah, but you are not leader, neither am I, so fuck us.
I don't want to be leader, man. I just don't want to think like that all the time. But yeah, that was one of those reasons why I said, like, Nimander, I could never imagine myself being Nimander. Like, never. That type of person. I don't double guess anything. Like, it takes very little for me to make a decision.
I couldn't be Nimander because I'm like completely opposite too. When I make decision, I do it and I don't question too much.
Of course.
But I wanna say that I would like to be little bit more like Nimander.
No. No.
I would like to think little bit more about stuff. I think I would be a better person if I was.
Yeah, probably would be.
But
better.
I would be more miserable also.
Of course. Life is too short. Oh, but actually their life
not
is not
for them. Not for them.
I didn't think about that.
But that for me makes it even worse, man. You have more time to be miserable.
Yeah.
I mean, I really wouldn't like to be this Tandy.
Yeah. Or maybe I would.
Really, really, they are sad, melancholic race of like people who live very, very long. That is not good combo at all.
I agree. Do you want to speak about something also?
I'm gonna speak about at this assassin guild, man.
Shoot.
I mean, this, what's his name? Seba.
Seba? Yeah. Son of
I
Tal.
mean, yeah, I mean, like, you can go back and read and literally at every turn make decision that is opposite of his and it will be, like, great decision. I mean, this dude, like, Assassin Guild was an institution in Darujistan. And I think with the end of this chapter, there is only him alive. And, a couple of more. Ralik and, but he effectively managed to kill his entire guild. Just, making bad decision after bad decision.
Yeah, that's kind of like trying to go with your head through the wall. Like that's how it feels when you try to kill some bridge burners.
Yeah, but don't you understand at the end, man, like, okay, Blen told him who she is. And he know that they killed shitload of his people. And he's still cocky.
Head through the wall.
Chill a bit. Yeah, chill a bit. Oh, I'm huge, she's small. No. I mean, every decision this motherfucker made was a wrong one.
Yeah, some people stay delusional till the end.
Yeah, just imagine, you are sending assassins on Vorkan and Segule. And before that you send on bridge burners. I mean, come on, dude.
I guess you can measure someone's intelligence by his actions. So he's not very smart.
Yeah. Oh man, Spindle also makes comeback. Him, half bridge burner, half smelly hair shirt.
Yeah.
Oh man, that hair shirt. I have picture of it that is so disgusting.
Yeah, if he doesn't bat, like, you know how hair gets dirty if you don't wash?
Yeah, and he doesn't bat. Wait. Oh.
Yeah. There is one very beautiful scene here, but I'm gonna do exception, and I hope you will do too. The moment...
Is it Hood?
What?
Is it Hood?
Yeah. But one particular moment...
That dude is such a badass, man. I swear he showed up few times, but every time when he show up, he's such a badass.
Yeah, each time he showed up, he was badass.
Yeah. But what was your? Tell me.
Well, I'm just gonna say, and I'm gonna advise everybody to read this chapter and to read the part where he spared that person. He's, I believe, unnamed, but he is the guard that was chasing the gas, the killer. And so there's a video by a person. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, but he is one of those. He's making YouTube videos, very, very good YouTube videos. And I watched this video of his top 9 moments in Malazan. His name is, I believe, Niflrog, and channel is named Niflrog's Folly. He's also very active in Malazan Reddit. Probably a lot of our viewers probably know who he is. He also helps a lot of people, always is there to answer. Like, he's actively participating in community in all shapes and forms. And in this video, he explained this scene so beautifully. And I don't want to take any credit for the explanation, because every single word, especially one word, is there for a reason. And it's such a beautiful scene. It's one of his top 9 scenes. The scene when Hood saves that guard.
Yes, but you said word.
Yes, there is one word, and I don't want to reveal it. This is what I'm gonna do for this. I wanna urge anybody who didn't watch this video to watch his video. Except if you didn't finish 10 books, because there are spoilers, obviously, for the whole series in that video. But if you finished, go watch his video and watch his thought on that scene. It's beautiful, and Ericsson's writing is such a precise, and it's what you kept saying this, Momo, throughout this podcast, in many episodes, that Ericsson doesn't choose words randomly. They are there for a reason. And
Yeah.
this is so true in this particular scene. It's just beautiful. And I don't want to reveal it. Why? Go watch Niflrog's video and you will see.
Yeah, but that is honestly case with pretty much every book. I mean, as time goes forward, he probably got better. But I remember even from the get-go, he had. I think it's because of his background. As you probably know, he started with writing short stories. And I think he even explained once that, in writing short stories, you are kind of tied up in like number of words that you are writing and you want every word to count. And when he started writing these behemoths of the books, he didn't change that. So he still makes every word count. It just, there are now, I don't know, 300, 400,000 words per book instead of couple of thousands. But it's still jam-packed. Like I've been saying this for a long time. Like every single sentence is meaningful in his work. There are, I always say this usually when I'm reading these behemoths. Like, I remember this the most from Wheel of Time, man. I love Wheel of Time. It's my first big fantasy that I read. I will always love it. But I remember, man, I'm reading Wheel of Time, and I come to part when he starts describing something, and I just skip like 5 sentences. Then I read one, I see he's continuing, then I skip 5 sentences. You cannot read Malazan like that. I mean, you can, but you will miss so much. But Wheel of Time, for example, I didn't miss anything by skipping, I don't know, some paragraphs. And that is difference between Erickson and pretty much almost everybody else in fantasy genre.
Yeah, I mean, I can just agree with that. It's such an underrated thing.
But always when you mentioned these guys who are making content, or when I go and watch these guys that are making Malazan content, I always get jealous, man, because that is the content that I really wanna do also. But we kind of roped ourselves into doing this recap, and I don't wanna stop, man. We are on book 8. We have 2 more books, but I cannot wait when we finish these 10 books and we can start making these episodes like top 10, I don't know, events, characters, most memorable scenes, discussions about Warrens, about Chaos, about Cripple God. Man, I'm salivating just thinking about those episodes, man.
After Tool the Hounds, I feel that we need to do like at least 3.
Yeah, I'm up for it, man. It will only be trouble, choosing only 3. But
we're gonna make
be
something
like
fun for sure.
Yeah. Also, I just wanna mention this in that deck of reading from I think maybe 2 episodes ago. You were right. Gaz is soldier, and Mason is Tordi.
Yeah, he's
white. But this is another, for example, episode that I really wanna do in future, because these, like, I remember distinctly that, for example, in past Whiskey Jack was at one point Mason, I think, in High House of Death. Him, or maybe even Fiddler. So these are, like constantly changing these, let's call them minor roles. So apparently now it was Gaz was soldier and his wife Tordi was Mason, basically.
Yeah, there's one character that will clearly, but it will be said, change the role in the deck of Reed in Dust of Dreams. But I don't want to spoil that right away.
Yeah.
There's one very important thing that happened in the end.
What?
Well, Hood kinda died.
Oh yeah. But this is the thing, that was very unfortunate, like, place to stop reading. Because I remember when that happened, man, if somebody said to me first time when I was reading, now you need to wait a week to continue reading, I would say, how about you go fuck yourself and I'm gonna read. Because everything that happened there, from, Hood dying to a nimander reaction to it, to like would imply that they had some deal. And if you read prologue, you will maybe realize something more. It will be revealed in next episode. Everything, and your heart will be broken even more.
Can you imagine just how this would be such an epic scene in a movie or in a series where, he dies and then there's like a reverse all the way to that meeting.
Yeah.
And you just hear the things.
Like flashback.
Yeah. Oh god.
Oh. And another thing that I wanna talk about, it's not too important for story, but I wanna talk about Chelsea. And I might be wrong, but I'm of opinion that she is no better than Gorlas. She is as terrible as him, only in different ways.
Okay, you gotta convince me because I'm not convinced.
Now, here is the my question here. Like, did she become this type of person that I think it's terrible because she was married to Gorlas and because of his influence and because of influence of Hanutor and this Lim guy? But she became same like it's just female version, and instead of her muscles and her swordsmanship, she is using her body, but she is using it like everybody is just a stepping stone for her.
But I feel that she is like, I mean, she's not really a good person, obviously, but he's actively, I believe, enjoying ruining other people's life. I mean, maybe not enjoying, but he's very ambitious man and cruel man. And I believe that she's more of a person who is having strong self-pity. She's all constantly pitying herself.
I think, honestly, that she is getting there. That she is getting slowly, maybe not yet, but very soon, if she survives, she will be on his level. She started on that journey slowly by marrying him. I think before that she was innocent, dumb, self-entitled girl. But by marrying him and like letting him do to her due to cover this or fear or whatever, I think she is stained. Not because what she did, but she stained like mentally. She given little bit more time, she will be as terrible person as he is.
Yeah, I'm not so sure, to be honest.
Or she will be like female version of Lady Simtel, if you remember from book 1.
Yeah, but
you know who Lady Simtel is?
Yes, but I'm not so sure. I mean,
I am, especially at this end, when basically, man, when she realized what Cutter done, she like immediately severed ties with him mentally in her own head, and was like, "Great, he did me a favor. Now, fuck him. They will hang him. I need to cover my tracks."
you know why I feel that, for example, what she lacks and what Simtal and Gorlas had, it's
that they were active in their
but
evilness.
There is a reason for that. They had to be ambitious because they are not naturally like rich nobles. I'm not sure about Gorlas, but I believe he's like some small house. Like I don't remember his background. And Simtal was for sure gaining her rich by marrying and fucking up Qual. And she would do that to another person. Like they are obviously ambitious people who are stepping over others. And Chalice, to me, she's spoiled and rich. She never had to do that. So I'm not sure if she would do it. But she's definitely terrible in a little bit different way to me.
And this I cannot know, but now she started that road, and eventually she will become same type of person as Lady Simtal or Gorlas or these kind of pieces of shit who see everybody just as a stepping stone to make themselves richer or more influential, more powerful, whatever.
Maybe.
So this is it for this episode. Next episode will be very exciting. So I hope you guys enjoy this and hopefully see ya next week. Bye.
Bye.